Now, ever since Sylvester Stallone decided to step into the White House and accept his Oval Office medal by President Donald Trump, there is no doubt about it that we have all witnessed a wide range of actors in Hollywood really getting bent out of shape about Sylvester Stallone, not only making an appearance live on air, on television, mind you, next to Donald Trump, accepting that reward, but also, to top it all off, Sylvester Stallone had a lot of great things to say about Donald Trump. He had a lot of high things to say about him, and this is creating a lot of actors to lose their minds over that. And even those in the media, specific media personalities like Sonny Hostin, Joy Behar, and Whoopi Goldberg via The View on ABC / The Walt Disney Company, they too got very much bent out of shape about this and more. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. Now, what's interesting about all of this is that, yes, Tom Hanks, another actor, coming forward to actually display his issues with Sylvester Stallone making that big appearance with President Trump. As much as Robert De Niro did, he also talked about this, and more actors are coming forward. And look, whether the actors are big or small, they are beginning to voice their issues with Sly Stallone. Now, what's interesting about this is that fact that they really are getting bent out of shape to this, to a degree that we've never seen before. It obviously shows a lot of jealousy, I think, involved. They know that Sly Stallone is a very successful actor when it comes to his acting career, especially with his affiliation with Paramount. That's exactly why Stallone is very talented with Tulsa King, because he's very passionate about his work. However, with countless Hollywood actors now beginning to show their issues with Sylvester Stallone for heading to the White House and accepting his Oval Office medal by Donald Trump live on the air, and how very big names out there in Hollywood are beginning to paint Sly as the bad guy in the business, one monumental development that is now brewing involves more to do with actor Tom Hanks, who recently lost his mind over the fact that Sly made an appearance with Trump in the White House, where Hanks delivered the following. Well, what can I say? It is quite unfortunate. It was quite a shock to me that a man like Sly looks up to Donald Trump, who is openly destroying our economy and wrongfully enabling ICE to make arrests to the wrong people out there in the country. It does concern me that we have someone like Sly openly supporting Trump, and I just feel that's very damaging to our business and the many things that we are trying to keep alive in this industry, like DEI. Something that Trump is actively trying to take away from all of us. But yeah, I think it's very dangerous for such influential actors out there of Sly's level to go labeling Donald Trump as the second George Washington. That just doesn't work well with me, and it doesn't work well with the American people, or at least some of the American people out there. And it scares me. It legitimately scares me that more recognizable names in this industry that I've been a part of for many decades are starting to come out and support a man like Donald Trump, who is excessively turning our country into an embarrassment around the world. And believe me, when I spend my time in Greece, people overseas really do make a mockery of us based on how Trump is handling our country and the economy. So I just feel Sly made the wrong choice, and it's not really going to do him well at all. This is what Trump does best. First, he got the media with his excessive lawsuits, and now he's trying to bribe the many talents that represent Hollywood and this industry that's been around for so many generations. Now, guys, let me say one thing about that real quick before I move on. The fact that Tom Hanks has to really make a point, a very terrible point, mind you, that apparently actors are being bribed by President Trump to affiliate themselves with him or accept rewards or anything like that, is beyond ridiculous. Now, the other point that really irks people the wrong way, obviously, is the fact that he keeps going on that constant trope about his time that he spends in Greece. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Tom Hanks does have a dual citizenship. He's a citizen here and he's a citizen in Greece, but he spends most of his time in Greece, and he always says that he does not recognize the United States anymore, so that's why he spends a lot of time there more so than here. And to that I say, why not just spend all your time in Greece then and never return if that's your biggest problem? But moving on, he goes on to continue, It's devolving under Trump's presidency, he says, that's for sure. And when you have an actor that created films like Rocky and Rambo siding with Trump, it could very well mark the beginning of the end of Hollywood. It's just something that, yeah, sometimes it keeps me up at night wondering where do we go next to correct the problems in our country. It's why we have to go out and vote next year during the midterms to prevent his policies going into effect. And there you have it again, guys. Tom Hanks talking about the midterms, telling his fans to go vote, literally like under a year, just under a year from now. It's quite far in advance, but we know that there's a lot of actors that still, to this day, believe that they have a major impact on a political outcome. Even Jennifer Lawrence, alright, had a right mind finally, for once, to say that actors do not have any kind of a positive effect on politics or anything to do with change. People don't want to listen to celebrities, and she's right about that, even though she's been very wrong for a very long time, saying some outlandish things out there. However, he continues, it's very important, everyone, because if those policies go through, it's all just going to come crashing down, he says. And it already is with his tariffs. I can only hope that less recognizable names decide to come forward and support Donald Trump, because the more this happens, it's going to encourage Donald to go do what he wants to do with this business. We are already suffering with his 100% tariff plan on foreign-made films. And if that's not authoritarian to you, I don't know what else is. People need a serious wake-up call that we are heading in the wrong direction right now. This is not a good look for our country to the entire world. So, about the 100% tariff plan, I don't know if you guys knew this, but it seems like a lot of actors are taking this the wrong way, or not understanding it, or flat out lying about it. I think Tom Hanks is just flat out lying about it, but this is really just a way to bring jobs back to the United States, to bring blue-collar jobs, mind you, back to the United States. I'm talking about like electricians, cameramen, cinematographers, I mean all these different jobs that really could boost the economy in the US. That's really what the plan is all about. But when you're looking at different angles, of course people are going to have differing opinions on that, and that's fine and okay and all, and that's welcome below in the comments. But about Tom Hanks, right? The fact that he feels the need to really just lose his mind over Sly Stallone making an appearance in the White House, accepting an Oval Office medal, and going on with his day. What's the big deal about that? I don't know. I mean, it seems like a lot of actors right now are losing it over Sly Stallone just doing something very simple live on the air with President Trump, and then just saying, alright, I'll see you guys, I'm going to work on Tulsa King Season 4. He doesn't really force his politics on anybody. He doesn't get angry at anybody like that. If you are a Democrat, Independent, or Republican, Sylvester Stallone does not care. He's not going to say, I don't want your business, unlike Robert De Niro, who would say something like that. But I would like to hear what everyone has to say about Sly Stallone's appearance in the White House. It will be very interesting to see how many more celebrities decide to come out and label Sylvester as this, or that, saying all these outlandish, crazy things that's only putting themselves into a deeper hole. But overall, it seems like the media and Hollywood right now are really just losing their minds over this, and it's not going to stop. But I would like to hear what you all have to say about this below in the comments. Anything ranging from Tom Hanks to Sylvester Stallone to the whole Donald Trump and Sylvester Stallone White House appearance and more. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.